This little three was the most fascinating experience. I don't think that you could have a better experience. You know, you look at the SEC, the ACC, the Big East, all that. The little three was like that 20 years ago. They're like that now, but we were like that 20 years ago. You come down here in the auditorium and play, or play up at St. Bonaventure University, you couldn't get any better than that.
Yeah, Little Three was something that I talk a great deal about when I see Bob Lanier, of course, and I see Roger Brown, who played for Canisius, who was a very good friend of mine, and we talk about the glory days. It's unfortunate that the Little Three didn't keep the pizzazz that it had when we were here, but nevertheless, I was fortunate to be a part of that era. That was golden basketball days.
We always made the NIT, which present players, you know, laughed at, but at that time, the NCAA was a joke, and the NIT was the place to go. And Taps Gallagher had an incredible amount of talent here. I just told a fellow outside, back then, there were only 8 teams in the NBA. 10 players on a team, 80. When our class graduated, there were 3 guys from Niagara University playing in the NBA. That's pretty awesome.
Bonnie's Niagara game, I think when Bonnie's had won 100 in a row, somebody, and Niagara goes up and beats them. When you had Canisius, St. Bonnie's, and Niagara, great games. I remember us visiting. We never was sure coming out of here alive. Great competition. And I think it's starting to build up again. Because I noticed that the first game, the 5th, is going to be St. Bonnie's, Canisius, and Niagara, and of course St. John's, which would make for a wonderful double item.
It would shatter me when we lost to Bonaventure. Bob and I are very good friends, and we talk about it, or he teases me about it, let me say it like that, about the battles that we had. My claim to fame, of course, with Bob is that I had a chance to block one of his shots against the backboard. I have it blown up and laminated, and every time Bob gets out of hand, I show him that picture.
We were so scared of him. I mean, we were like everybody else. We read all these press clippings about this guy averaging 50 points and a guy that scored 70 in a game, all that. Billy Cowball, who is our great defensive ace, held him the first game to 55. And you know what? He said, Bob, I held him to 55. What else could I do? And that was, I mean, Murph was something else, man. He was feisty, he was good, and we had never seen anybody like that before. But he gave us the impetus as we got better, because we'd focused some of our preseason preparation into getting ready for Murph.
The Big East killed the Little Three. Years ago, we talked about having an all-Catholic league, something like the Big East, you know, Seton Hall, St. John's, Boston College. We needed Madison Square Garden. The second biggest arena in the East was Memorial Auditorium when they increased the seating to 18,000. And I look back at playing in college and playing at Niagara and in Little Three games as the most exciting point in my whole life. Playing against the Bonnies, playing against Canisius, they were wars. You know, people would actually sleep outside the arena to get a ticket into Memorial Auditorium. So they were great. And I can remember my second game coaching, Calvin Murphy, 68 points. I remember driving home with my wife Barbara and saying, you know, I think I'm going to enjoy coaching college basketball, you know. There were a lot of thrills, the finals of the NIT, the NCAA appearance, you know. I still have my NIT watches from when I played, so it was great. It'll never be that way again. It's just the way it is. You can never go back.
When I played, I thought that was great. When I was coaching, I thought it was great. And afterward, I still think it's great. And I would just hope that the fans of Western New York would come out and see more of these games because the intense rivalry is still there.